What's cracking? You got 2 minutes to GG Stocks. Sit back and relax. We on the way.
Sit tight, and while you at it, tag a friend. Discussion Gangsters will be starting real soon. You heard?
Right now, y'all got 1 minute before Discussion Gangsters goes live. So go and grab you a snack or a drink or something and get ready for the show.
Sit back and relax. Pour yourself a drink. Discussion games will be starting in 30 seconds.
Get ready. Discussion Gangster starts in 3, 2, 1.
It's discussion game, where everything's on the table. It's discussion game, so tune into. It's discussion game, where everything's on the table. It's discussion game, so tune into the channel. Discussion gang. Discussion gang. Discussion gang, so tune into the channel. Oh. Where the crew at? Where the crew?
Hey guys.
I was like, did I glitch or did the song start over?
You know what's
No, I
funny?
think it started over.
It did. I thought I glitched. What happened is I went to adjust the way I was sitting, and then all of a sudden the song started again. And I'm guessing I like tapped the button. I think I had the mouse on the video and like tapped it ever so slightly, and it just fucking started over. So
It gave me 10 extra seconds to throw my food in the microwave. So
I'm crying.
be doing anything, right?
I'm tired and a bitch, okay?
Man.
Boy, I want to sleep so bad right now.
The way I want to take out this motherfucking hair, because baby, when I tell you I can't reach to itch.
See, I hate that feeling.
And then I said something earlier. This nigga he get the red tail comb. I'm like, you know how I will tear my motherfucking scalp up? I should go tear that.
Yes.
I cannot get underneath this shit.
It's such like a black experience, and I say that because I feel like one of my students recently had a black experience, and I got to be part of it.
Okay.
She came to school with her hair blown out, not blown out, but like, you know how when it's straightened, but it still be like poofy, not like a silk press straight.
Yeah, like it is kind of like a blowout.
Like, okay, so she came to school with that, and she goes, "Hey, Miss Martin, my ears burn," and I said, "Oh, baby, did your mom use a really hot comb to do this?"
Oh my god.
I said, let's go get you some Vaseline, girl.
Girl. Because when I tell you traumatized,
I finished when you said it. Like,
the
fucking
your ear real quick. Take
like
the
my
out.
mom.
and all it take is a tap.
That's
all
it.
it take is a tap, and you're burnt. Just
burnt all up. That's it.
Started holding the fuck out of my shit.
You know,
now
they
got these like
a thing for
silicone
that.
little
Well,
things that you
actually,
can put on now. It's annoying as it look weird, but I'm like,
wait, because that I was about to say the same thing. But is that really for straightening, or is it only for like the hooded dryer? Because
no,
like, wouldn't the
for
ear
straightening.
thing, like,
I would use it for both.
Because in my mind, it would get in the way still. Like, I guess I don't know how big they make those things now. I haven't used one in a long time.
Yeah.
In my mind, it's like it would be a little bit like in the way if you were trying to.
And then like too, like this, because this hair, like mine don't grow OD close, but I have like back in the day when I used to braid. Fucking, I had clients where the shit was like damn near touching, and I'm like, bruh, hold your fucking ear down, because I don't know how to get to that hair. Like I don't know. Like what the fuck?
Oh, the Black experiences.
Oh god.
That's all I can say about it, bro. But then, because my TA said that she was familiar with that also, but like from the straightener, and she's Filipino, so
yeah, that straightener too, though. Like I used to have
burned my ear with the straightener. I burned it with. I never burned it with the hot comb. My mom did. But
no, I've burned it with the straightener.
Me too.
Plenty of times. Like the ones that if it didn't have a plate right there, real quick.
Yep.
I remember the first time I heard one of my white friends when I was in elementary school tell me that she used an iron to straighten.
Yeah,
her
I was
hair.
just about to say that. Yep. So it was girls in my high school who had like Puerto Rican girls who had like real fucking long hair, and one of her names was Jasmine. And I remember talking to her, and she said something. My mom ironed my hair this morning. I'm like with a literal iron. She's like, yeah. But her hair she was the girl like she sat at her chair and her shit was there in the session floor. Like that's how fucking long her hair was. So I'm like, that actually makes a lot of fucking sense for you.
Facts.
But how do you
save a lot of time? I'm sure.
How do you get to the head? Like the
it's
root?
Hard. I've done it before. One of my friends was half black, half white, and she had this beautiful curly hair that was shoulder length. And I remember her saying, "Yeah, I need to straighten my hair, but I ain't got nobody who would work the iron for me." I said, "Oh, girl, I got a flat iron." She said, "No, an iron."
I
said, iron. "Why would we use a real iron?
Why?"
But for her, it was like you pretty much put your forehead on the ironing board and you get as close as you can, and then you get the flat iron for everything else. But child, it made light work of straightening that much hair, because you could straighten all of it at once.
That makes more sense, because to me, I'm thinking you do this instead of a flat iron, not in addition to.
No, you have to use both, because you can't get to the roots without.
That makes more sense, because I'm saying, how do you get to the root? That was the question, was how do you get?
Yeah,
because
for me, most of the time we didn't get to the root. I would just braid like the front of her hair and get as close as I could for everything else, so it'll look like the front of her hair would be braided and the back would be mostly straight, but the roots, like this much of her hair, was still wavy. We would try to blow dry everything, that curly hair, but that iron did most of the work. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a flat iron and I'm gonna do that. So I'll do the flat iron for the roots and then the real iron for everything else. Child, I'm glad. Honestly, I'm kind of glad I don't have long hair like that, because
I am too. Actually, I always, like, in my mind when I was a kid, I wanted that kind of hair.
Me too.
But the reality of taking care of it doesn't sound amazing to me, because my hair is not that long now, but I do have a lot of hair, and it is a lot to take care of. That's why I had the mini twists in for the last month, and I didn't even do those. I let my cousin do them because I was like, I need a break, man. Especially because my hair is adjusting to this humidity in Virginia, and so it don't hold styles the way it did when I was in New York. So I'm having to like figure stuff out. So I'll be needing a break. I ain't have to do my hair for a whole month just now. It was great. And this time I did a braid out with perm rods on the ends this time, and I don't use my perm rods very often because I haven't mastered it, because my hair is like such a different curl pattern in the back than it is in the front. But I think I managed to make it be cute today.
For sure.
Great. I think it was cute.
I started the front of my hair before I went to Texas the first time. Mm-hmm. And by the time I was there, I braided the back. But I did the back in box braids because I was supposed to braid it into a ponytail. But then once you're doing your own hair, as soon as I got right here, I couldn't braid anymore going up. I was like, damn, I didn't think this through. So I had to box braid the rest, and I've just been wearing it in a bun or a ponytail ever since. I could wear it down, I just choose not to. Then right before I went to Texas again last week, I just rebraided the front of my hair because I'm like, this is the season where we're supposed to be rocking our hair out because the weather is going to be nicer to us. But no, lazy. I'm just lazy.
I'm considering doing that like burgundy color I did like 2 years ago.
I like that color.
I love it. Everybody that has seen that picture loves it, and I'm like, I did such a good job. I might have to get more.
What
hair
did you
color.
use? Did you use the wax stuff?
Yeah, not the wax, the gel.
Oh, the gel. Okay.
Yeah, I use the As I Am curl gel, and I use the red and the gold. I mixed them together because I didn't want it to be all like that fire engine type of red. So that's how I made that color. And then when I did Miss Frizzle the other day for Halloween, I did the same thing, but I did more gold than red because
First
I wanted
of all,
to be...
let me tell you how fucking cute that was.
Right.
Both of your costumes was mad cute.
Wasn't that adorable?
The Louis one was cute, but then when I saw you as Miss Frizzle, I said,
I feel like, and people was messaging me like, man, I've been waiting for you to do Miss Frizzle.
And you know, seeing black Miss Frizzle is everything.
That shit was so fucking cute. I said yes.
That's why I had to pull a little dancey dance out too. Because I was like, if I'm gonna be a black Miss Frizzle, then I'm gonna be a black Miss Frizzle.
Okay.
First of all, you couldn't tell me Miss Frizzle wanted just light skin.
Okay. That curl pattern was real.
If somebody said that, I wouldn't blink an eye. I would believe it completely.
I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, she probably is.
If they pull a Mandela, I'm not even gonna fight with them about it.
And ain't.
They'll be like, actually, fun fact.
The one episode that we all definitely remember where they pulled out her black daddy.
Wasn't she a ginger?
Yeah, which means she could definitely be black.
All right.
Love that for us.
Just saying.
Miss Frizzle can be black girl magic. I'm with it.
Miss Keisha Frizzle. Okay.
Miss Keisha Frizzle is annoying. You're annoying. What's Miss Frizzle's first name?
We have a surprise guest backstage.
Who?
I heard the gong and I said, what the hell was that?
This was a surprise. Never mind.
Hey,
What's up? What's up?
Not a maniacal laugh upon entry.
I know. I wasn't supposed to come in like that. Make it sound crazy.
I'm like, this.
If I had a sitcom, that would be my entrance.
I love it because
go ahead and introduce yourself because you know I love when you say your whole name.
Yes.
Oh, all right, I got you. Dev Bass, my boy.
There's no other way for you to come in than with that maniacal laugh like that.
I love that shit so bad.
It fits.
Oh, it's good to be back.
I feel like I would turn my phone off of D&D just to make that my ringtone.
You are so aggravating.
I'm crying. I'm gonna start selling it.
Hey B Bond.
Not selling it
in the audience.
Hey B.
Miss you, friend.
What's up?
Since we talking about black stuff tonight, I have a topic.
Yo, your segues, bro.
You can't leave me the hell alone, woman. We were talking about black stuff.
We was. You right. You right.
Deb, you ready?
Let's go for it.
Okay, so there is a show, a web series actually, on Kiki Palmer's Key TV network called Southern Fried Rice. Yeah, Southern Fried Rice.
I did see that.
And see now B-Bon's upset with us. Anyway. Blah, 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 blah. So the show is about a Asian American woman who's adopted by black parents and navigating life as at an HBCU.
I knew that was going to be controversial
because I started through it a little bit. She's Asian. She's adopted by black parents, and she's going to a historically black college.
At what age was she adopted?
That I don't know.
Context is important.
Yeah, it is.
That absolutely matters.
Because you adopted at 16, it's like, all right, sis.
It made me pose some nuanced questions about black culture and appropriation. But the writer will tell you Southern Fried Rice missed those marks in several ways, especially in the way Coco is styled. I guess Coco is the girl's name.
Yeah.
With her permed curly hair, slicked baby hairs, and gold hoops, Coco dons an optional costume of blackness while truly believing she faces the same struggles as her black peers, some of whom embrace or fetishize her look, and none of whom question it except for her roommate, the show's decided villain. As a whole, the series is more concerned with defending acceptable forms of appropriation rather than actually starting a conversation about what's acceptable to begin with. So the internet is not excited about this show, is what I'm saying.
This is Morgan.
Go ahead.
My mama called me Coco.
Of course you do, because you a Cocoa Puff. Does your head look like a Cocoa Puff? Is that what she's saying?
No, just because I'm chocolate.
Okay.
That's kind of crazy. I've actually heard some. I've seen a couple of people write about that, and I've seen that people have said exactly the same thing. That is just too much. Like they're trying to do too much. I think it's done just by listening to it, just listening to what you just said. I think that's done in extremely poor taste. Because no matter, I can be raised in a Hispanic household, but I'm black.
Right.
The world will see me as black. When I go anywhere, I'm black. I can't not be black. So for her to come into this situation, being Asian American, raised by black people, not saying you can't appreciate the culture and because you grew up in it, but at the end of the day, sis, you don't have the same struggles. Like you just don't.
I'm gonna pull up a picture of her just because Bebon asked, "What does she look like?" And I didn't see before her, so I'm gonna pull a picture up.
In my head, I'm thinking she's like sis from Beauty Shop, not Beauty Shop.
I don't know why I'm thinking
Monique.
This
hair show.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's giving. I knew it would be giving hair show because in that, if you haven't seen the movie Hair Show, it's the one with Monique and she's doing this hair show, and there's this Asian woman who's married to a black man in the show.
Right.
And she got cornrow. She looks like Janae Aiko.
Yeah.
And she's still very much her accent and all this other stuff. And it's supposed to be funny. And Taraji's messing with her the whole time, saying you only rocking cornrows because you got a brother on your arm and all this other stuff. And I'm just sitting there like, yo, know
what I remind me of though? Y'all know that I think she was like an Instagram personality, whatever. She's a nail tech, but I think she was on Love and Hip Hop too. Her name Mimi.
Lovely Mimi.
Lovely Mimi. That's what that remind me of. Like she very much. I mean, her kids are, whatever. You've been with a black man, but she do the same shit.
I'm gonna play the trailer. I haven't watched the trailer myself, but I'm gonna. Play
you can be whatever you are and still be with whomever you're with and still be you. Like you don't have to have you don't have to appropriate black culture to be with a black man, appreciate a black man.
You get here.
So weird.
I just wanted to say before you play the trailer.
Yeah.
Play the trailer. So, what's y'all stance on non-black people's going to HBCUs?
I just don't know why they would want to go there.
Yeah,
I always had that question though.
To me, I'm kind of like, well, why?
Why would you?
I'm trying to pick a layout that'll put us on the bottom. I don't know why
you would
need to. There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Right.
I don't know, because why? If it's intended to be a space for specific people because these specific people weren't invited in other spaces that were supposed to be for everyone.
Right.
What is your reasoning to need to be here instead of the space that's for everyone?
I was hoping y'all say that. So then here's the question Why are we segregating ourselves? You get what I'm saying?
Because
I don't think segregation say. I think it's more or less saying, well, this is what we have for us because y'all didn't want us over there. So now we're going to do this over here. Not to say that we can't go over there and y'all can't come over here. But it's like, well, because y'all didn't want us over there with y'all, now we are going to come over here. Not by choice, kind of by force, because we still had to do what we got to do regardless. And if we can't go over there, we'll just do it ourselves.
Well said, bro. Well said. Because the one thing I can't stand, there's a couple things I can't stand. When you go to these HBCUs and you see the white drum major, I hate it.
It's drumline. It's not his fault.
or as a man of Kappa Alpha Psi, I know we got white noobs, but I feel like y'all just trying to swagger jack the culture. You get what I'm
That was
saying?
the next thing I was gonna say
I
is
agree.
when white people choose a D9 organization instead of
It,
any of the existing organizations.
it bothers me because I can't necessarily. I mean, I guess I could go to a white fraternity, but why? I wouldn't want to.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think we're always going to feel like this, being who we are as Black people, because we're on this side of the pole. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're the ones that were always shunned away, so we wouldn't understand why someone would want to do that, because we are always the recipients of that type of behavior.
Right.
So we would never understand why they would want to. They look at it like as it's something different, like whatever. Like,
honestly, I'm trying not to play too racy into this topic, but the more stuff I hear y'all saying, it just makes me feel like it's so crazy that you didn't want us in these spaces, and then when we create our own, you fight to be in our spaces that you didn't want us in.
That they
and
didn't want
kick us out of our
exactly.
spaces. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, it just
agree.
my brain is like, I just don't understand why. Don't get me wrong. Like, there are some things in HBCU, you literally, there's a lot of shit you just can't get anywhere else but there. But for me, how could you even be comfortable knowing the history of why HBCUs exist in the first place? And you want to be there. I just want to be immersed in the culture. No, go do your little mission trip then, so you can feel good about yourself. You don't have to go to HBCU.
That's the part where I don't get it. To me, there's the spaces that are supposed to be for everyone, and but some of us weren't really accepted in that space, so we went and created our own space. So why is the space that's for everyone not good enough for you?
Right.
Or go create your own space that's for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't personally understand people who aren't of the Black race, nationality of any sort, wanting to put themselves in spaces that were created for Black people.
Right.
I think there are a select few that they get it. So I think to them,
I agree with that too. Though it is a select few that
I think select few that really get it, and they will fight alongside of us.
Yeah, for sure.
I think those select
but they're
few
still not invited into our spaces, though. Like,
I agree.
Spaces that are exclusively Black. Just no shade. It's not about segregation.
Right.
It's more so about safety. And I'm like, this isn't a protest where we need both sides. This is
I would say though, a lot of the ones that I know that's like that don't want to be in our spaces, but they still fight for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They don't want to have to be in our space. They don't want to indulge in, you know what I'm saying, the extra shit. They just want equality in a certain way. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I appreciate that.
And not every white person I rock with. And like, don't get me wrong, for me, there's some commonality. If you grew up in my hood and you're white, like, there's some commonality. We probably speak the same. But for me, it's like, I know some white people that don't speak like me that I still rock with.
Right.
So it's like, it's really about the education of it all, for real.
Right.
So I'm gonna play the trailer. I have not watched this trailer, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I am gonna mute it if it plays too much music, though.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, I know I got some explaining to do. I got it. Let's start with the elephant in the room.
Yes, I'm Asian. Yes, my family's Black. And yes, I've always been hard to miss.
This is Coco. College is what you make it. Once you immerse yourself in the opportunities here, I'm sure that you will find W has so much to offer.
I mean, too hoe or not too hell.
Don't forget who you are. Coco, that girl, Jackson.
For a lot of people, this is hard to understand, but Black culture is the only culture I know.
Okay.
Tiger, pride, W, you know.
For every person that prejudges you, there are dozens of people that can't wait to get to know you.
Yeah. That's why I chose Wright University.
so I could be with people who get me. So that I could figure out who I am beyond the comfort of what's familiar.
Okay. That don't seem too crazy.
This on Netflix?
No, it's a web series as far as I know.
I think it's a very unnecessary web series for to be
I wasn't even done. He had
2025. Like, who cares about what an Asian girl goes through being raised by, no shade, but who really cares about how an Asian girl feels about being raised in a Black household and having to deal with certain struggles of dealing with her identity? I
feel
personally
like
don't care.
Keke Palmer being behind it is what confuses me a little bit, because to me the purpose of this show, and a valid purpose, could be what it's like for anyone that's adopted into a family that's a different race than theirs, and then showing what their life and their perspective look like. What I don't get is it being from a Black person and making it about this person going to a Black college, not necessarily their experience being a different race within this race.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like if it was more aimed at adopted kids, interracially adopted kids, that's where I would kind of understand the plot better, I think.
Right. Right.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about it.
I'll be honest, I might watch it.
Well, if you do,
let me know how it is.
Let me know.
I feel like Keke Palmer putting her stamp on it, she's only the executive producer. So I'm not saying that this stands for any of her values or the fact that she's putting her name on the moniker, but she's just paying for the thing to be done.
Yeah.
So it's not her creation. I think she probably thinks this is a good conversation starter kind of thing.
Right.
Possibly.
No bad press.
Does it air on, what is it, KTV?
It airs on KTV, so that's
so
where
then it brings people.
It makes her the face of it, kind of, though.
Yeah, it makes her the face of it, but it's also going to bring people to the platform just to kind of watch
correct,
it.
because with Keke Palmer's name being on it, I might watch it.
Right.
If it was just a web series that existed, I probably wouldn't have ever heard about it.
Right.
Like, I get what you're saying. I'm not gonna judge the show before I've watched it. I don't have any negative feeling towards it. I'm gonna watch it and then I'll form an opinion after.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree. I might watch it just to see.
I'm not sure if it's,
I don't know. It's giving Save the Last Dance, and it's
like
making me mad already. It's making me mad already. It's like I want to like it because Keke.
You know what I really want to know? I really want to know if the girl that's playing this role, if that's really her voice, because if she faking that voice,
the black set.
Bitch, I'm gonna be offended. You hear me?
Well, she's an actress, so I guess she got to do it.
Fuck that.
But then that brings a different conversation in, because is that different than when people act with a different accent? Period, like Idris Elba.
When I tell you, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he can sound English.
Most English
actors Idris as well.
Right.
Well, most English actors say that the easiest accent to fake is an American accent.
Right.
Probably.
So I don't feel like that's appropriation or anything, or I feel like it's more.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying appropriation, but I'm saying, is it different to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Not to me, not for this girl, because if that's not how she speaks every day, I'm curious to why.
Right.
But
I think it's different. I think it's different because there's one thing to have an American accent that encompasses the majority of America. It's not specific to any Black people, white people, Spanish people. It's not segregated in that way. Then when you're talking like a Black person, and it's specifically an African American, that's extremely specific. So to me, it's not really the same.
That's true.
I mean, I guess, but so would that encompass then if you specifically imitated like a Boston accent, or if you specifically imitated like,
that's a location,
right?
That's location versus a people.
Okay, so if you, but like that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of asking where's the line, because all accents belong to different groups that speak those languages.
I think that for
Honestly, I
me,
think a
I
Boston
think the
accent
line
is
would
really
be
about white people from Boston, because I know black people from Boston and they don't talk like the people from Boston
no,
talk.
yeah, no, that's
That's
definitely
hilarious.
Irish. That's definitely an Irish Italian thing.
Yeah.
That's definitely in Jersey. I think
Right.
in my opinion,
I don't
think
know if I've ever heard a white person from Baltimore have that accent.
Baltimore,
Oh, Baltimore. I don't think they would be like to and you and do.
I don't know. I've never heard a
Is
white
that like
I
is
ain't
that
seen that many white
specific?
I've
people live in
been to
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yo, what if though? What if it's specific to the like
Yo, what if
urban
it's
area
a
of
racial location accent?
It is.
Oh my
It is.
god.
Just like New Yorkers got dead ass, but when white people say it's like, don't really hit the same. Like
Oh my
when
god.
people from Baltimore be like to and all that other stuff, it's just like you know that they're black when they're talking. Like you know.
It's so weird to me because like the first time I ever heard that was when Snoop, not Snoop Dogg, light
Snoop, yeah,
Oh yeah,
on the wire.
was joining the cast of Love and Hip Hop, and I was like, is she saying the word "you" and "too" funny? And
That's
I can't,
the first time you heard that. You know,
literally
the first time I heard it.
time, and I'm like,
No, the first time
this
I
is
heard
just
it
such a
was
regular thing.
the first time I heard it was Nikki Parker. Because Monique,
because she's from Baltimore.
Her accent was still very
Yeah.
Yeah, but she was like, shoot, I want him too.
Yeah.
Like that's when I first found
She don't sound like how the other people are. Like
I
she
didn't
don't have.
notice.
She don't have the
Because it's light. It's light.
Yeah,
when she
hers
does
don't
the
sound
accent.
like that.
but it's
But
there.
for her stand up, I could hear it. Her stand up, it was there.
But I can't really because I used to watch The Wire when I wasn't supposed to be watching it. So
that's interesting. Yeah, because I definitely watched the Parkers a lot growing up.
Yeah,
but I didn't associate those two accents because they don't sound similar to me.
Right.
Her specifically saying her and like Snoop, or I watch the streamer Reggie. He says the ears too, and like he doesn't sound like that to me.
The ears.
That's funny.
It is because it's like they spell U-Y-E-W.
That's how it sounds to me.
T-E-W, like it's EU.
That's how it sounds to me.
Yeah, it does. That's funny.
But I will, you know what? Something I experienced over the weekend while I was in Dallas. Tell me what, like, people were asking me where I was from. I say I'm from New York. They said, yeah, I could tell. What part? Now, up until this point, they're like, yeah, I could tell you from New York. I can hear the accent. I said, oh, upstate. They said, oh, you're not from New York.
I thought you could hear the accent.
I thought you could hear the accent, bro. I'm not even putting it on. I just
annoying.
The other day, remember, I don't remember if I messaged y'all the other day or not, but I was upset about my bathroom ceiling still leaking. And I sent a voice message to my friend down here about it, and I was just blacking. And then she was like, yeah, I could tell you're upset because you sound real New York right now.
I'm telling you.
I get that a lot.
Thing though.
Crazy thing is, they're like, but don't say you're from New York. Say you're from upstate. I was like,
I'm from New York. I'm gonna
I
say
am from fucking New York, bro. Like, bruh. They're like, yeah, but people assume.
I don't care. That is your business.
And if you ask me what part, and I don't say one of the 5 boroughs of death, you better still put some respect on my
You
name.
had to add the of death.
The 5 boroughs of death, because that's what it is. I'm safe up here above Westchester.
I mean, we are from the New York Metro, technically, so
I don't care what we call it, honestly. Like, I
you know what's funny though? I feel like different parts of New York got different accents. Like me being from Rochester, I sound different than somebody from Buffalo. Buffalonians sound so country to me, bro. Like, especially being with one in a relationship with one for 9 years. Like, when I tell you, I'm like, bro, a lot of shit you say is country as fuck.
Yeah,
I'm so country. Like, I feel like everybody got their own little twang on it. You know what I'm saying?
I do too. I feel like the far south you get, until you get to like Florida or something, I feel like Florida meets up with all the Hispanic countries, and then it's like a country. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like people from Florida speak different. And from black people to Hispanic people to white people from Florida, they don't speak like Southerners, but they do.
Yeah.
It's almost like when I heard Jocelyn for the first time, and I'm like, she sound Atlanta Hispanic. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like, And she
It's
be
like
like,
you
"Hey,
got both
mate,"
accents.
and I'm like, and then she,
But
then she
that's
took
how
her
I feel.
accent, and I'm like, what?
That's how I feel about Cardi though, because Cardi got she got a
Yes.
Hispanic accent, but then it's mad New York. So it's
Mad
like
New York.
Mad New York.
It's
Mad New York.
It's crazy.
I love the
Florida's
diaspora.
different. Florida's definitely different.
There was a clip that I'm looking for and I can't find it. That's what I've been doing the last minute.
What had to do it?
I can't find the clip that I'm looking for.
It's about what we talking about just now, or
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I can't find it. If I find it later, I'll send it to the group chat. But it had to do with the Baltimore accent.
Baltimore.
Yeah,
they definitely don't say Baltimore. They Baltimore.
I heard that a lot when I got here. Like, don't say Norfolk or Suffolk. You gotta say Norfolk and Suffolk.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
And like, don't say Portsmouth. You say Portsmouth. I mean, I was like, first of all, I was never gonna say Portsmouth. It is spelled like that though.
Suffolk.
Suffolk, yeah.
Like Suffolk. Like
No.
spelled like Suffolk.
Yes.
Yes.
Like Suffolk up here, Suffolk.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh.
But it's that
I
different?
didn't put those two things together, but I'm referring to the Suffolk in Virginia.
No, I'm saying we got a Suffolk. It's in Long Island.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But in my head, I'm like, wait, they got one of those down there? Like,
yeah. That's where everybody.
And they do say Suffolk County.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm like, what is Suffolk County?
You're right.
Newport News.
Yep. I ain't going over to bad news. That's what my cousin said. Hey, them motherfuckers told me not to go over there.
I know some people that used to live there. Yeah, and that's exactly what. That's so funny you said that. Yeah, it's different over there.
Hey, I ain't going over there, bro.
That's so funny. That is
I
funny.
still gotta find that app for them sundown towns. Like,
oh my God,
I'm so serious.
That's so scary.
But mostly, my ass too lazy to take long road trips like that. Anyway, every time I think about that, I'm like, I'm
just
just
visit me. I've been here for 2 years almost.
I'm actually going to be driving through there in a couple of weeks. I'm going to the Outer Banks.
Are you going to be stopping here where I live?
I'm meeting my cousin in somewhere in that area. I don't know where exactly yet, though.
Good. Don't say this.
That is a traveling ass.
Oh,
he don't never be here. He be
I
going once a month, baby. I am jealous.
I really got to chill.
You drive a lot, or is it flights?
Both.
Both.
Capital B, capital O, capital A.
That's
capital
the fuck right.
Both.
Anything more than like 8-9 hours, I'm flying. Anything less than 8 hours, I drive.
That's valid.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Anything over 5 hours, I'm flying.
I was gonna say I would usually say like 4 is good for me, but
my cutoff is 8-9.
But hold on, because remember how I used to have a real hard time driving between Buffalo and Newburgh, and that's supposed to be 6 hours, but for me it'd be at least 8 because I'd be tired. Then I stop to nap, but I can't nap because I'm too like amped up.
That's a boring drive too.
That I'm wasting time. That's what I realized. That's the problem. Is that it's such a straight drive that I get bored because when I'm driving from Virginia to Newburgh,
it's not that bad.
I go long enough that my car flashes, "Do you want to take a break?"
Yeah,
and I'm like, I didn't know I could drive this far.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you because I remember you saying that if we drive anywhere over 2 hours, you gotta stop. I'm like,
yeah.
What? I said I could do the drive there and back.
That's my mindset, man. I was
like, nah, anything over 2 hours, I can't do it. I'm like, what?
I try to stop like every 2.5-3 hours to like get something to drink, pee real quick.
I was gonna say now I stop for the purposes of like just my body and my health, but
exactly.
I ain't never.
If it's a short trip, like let's say I'm not even gonna say short. I'm gonna say about 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours.
Right.
I'm only stopping one time.
Fair.
Me too.
I'm
not stopping more than fucking that. Pee when we fucking stop.
Exactly. Pee and gas.
Oh no. We definitely ain't stopping more than once for sure. Like
I'm not stopping more than once. Like
first of all, I'm gonna get gas before I start.
Oh yeah.
So these days cars got hours and hours before we really run out of gas for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I am gonna have to pee because I drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be my one stop. So I gotta do everything then. I'm getting the snacks, I'm going to the bathroom, take a couple stretches real quick, maybe get some food, but we gotta go.
Right.
And we not
when I drive to Virginia, I go to Woodbridge. So that's like 4.5 hours from here, 5 hours. I stop one time at the end of the turnpike. After that, that's it. Locked in.
If I have to take a drive more than, that's why I say 6 hours or less. I'm gonna say 6 hours or less. I can drive 9 because I've done it before.
Yeah.
But my issue is knowing that the drive ain't over in 9 is what pisses me off. So like 2 hours before we're actually, like, I've driven to North Carolina maybe 3 times with my sister, and it's only a 10.5 hour drive.
Right.
And I did 8.5 of the 10 hours the first time, 7.5 the second time, and almost 9 the third time. And I'm like, bro, like, for all of it, and the flight is 1.5 hours. That's why I'm like, I'll pay the $200 like for the flight. And she lives 20 minutes from the airport, so I'm gonna take the flight. I'm gonna
every time.
Like
$200. Yes.
For me, for instance, when I go, like, let's say I leave here and go to Jersey to visit my brothers, with that drive, we not stopping, and it's about 5 hours. But I'm going straight. Listen, it's a straight fucking shot, right? 1, 2, my car can get from here to there. I don't even gotta go to a gas station. I can literally just go. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of them drives where I'm like, make sure y'all good.
Cause that's it.
Bro, fuck that.
Love that.
Cause wear a diaper, pee on yourself. We're not stopping.
So if I stop, it's only gonna be once.
Christ.
It's only gonna be
everything.
As a matter of fact,
right
when
now.
I stop, it won't be for a bathroom. It will be for the side of the road because we're not
right.
God damn.
Pee on the shoulder. Pee on the shoulder.
I'm using a toilet.
5 hours. 5 hours. Nah, you shouldn't drink that much as a passenger.
No, dude, we got
passenger.
Do y'all think that y'all good road trip passengers?
No.
I am.
I have to drive.
Me too, but I'm still a good passenger though.
I'm not a good passenger because I got too many issues with my back. So if I can't, like, if there's a lot of other people and I have to be considerate of their space, or I'm in the back seat and I can't angle the seat,
I feel like
I'm gonna be uncomfortable, and I'm gonna be trying not to complain, which is gonna make me really antsy because I'm like
anxiety.
Yeah. I went to Maryland recently, which wasn't very far, and I had to sit in the back seat, and my back was just
that would have messed me up. I would have had to sleep.
I was trying to, but I was just and then I also recently realized about myself that I think I get motion sickness. But I thought it, so what I usually thought it had to do with, because it's only been happening the last couple of years, and it would only happen when I was in the car with my parents driving north from New York City back to Newburgh. So I thought it was driving north, and that was making me motion sick. But then I realized I've been in New York from Virginia several times since then. That hasn't happened. And then we drove north to Maryland, and I got sick. And I'm like, maybe it has to do with me being in the back seat.
Right.
Because the only other time I'm in the back seat is when I'm with both of my parents.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, so it may not have anything to do with driving north, but I don't know, because on the way back down I popped the Dramamine just in case. So I'm like, it could have been that, but it could, like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if the direction is a factor.
Dramamine work on flights?
I think that's what it's for.
I thought it was just for cruises.
I don't know, to be honest.
I'm asking because I always get motion sickness in the air.
Oh my God, that was scary.
And I'm talking enough to make, I'm so crazy I didn't correlate it until this trip. I'm like always prepared to take a pregnancy test every time I fly. Because in my head, I'm like, even if I'm not having sex, I'm like, why do I feel so nauseous? I must be. And it's always negative too. I'm always like, I just felt so sick. Nobody else felt sick but me. I gotta take a pregnancy test.
You didn't even I'm sorry.
Girl, I did. I have a box. Well, not anymore. I had to throw. They expired, but I will buy them like 4 or 5 at a time from the Dollar Tree and just leave them in my room because I feel like every time I feel nauseous, I must be pregnant and I gotta take a test. Never been positive.
Even if you ain't having sex,
ma'am.
Even if I'm not having sex, never been positive.
Are you 15? Like,
yo, when me and my friends was in Barbados for my friend's wedding a couple years ago, all of us came back and we were all late, and we were like, and in the group chat we're like, we all late, and we were there for your wedding, so it should be you. So we all one by one took a test, and of course the bride takes the test last, and she's the one that's pregnant.
Oh,
but I'm sitting there like, not y'all having me submit the first pregnancy test. No, I didn't bring nobody on a trip with me. I ain't have sex before I came. Why am I out here? Because I'm paranoid. That's why. But the Dramamine thing.
You think
the Dramamine? Do you think does it work in the air? Because now I'm like,
I have no idea. This is the first time I ever used it, just because I did not like the way I was feeling, and I was like, let me.
Yeah, nausea's no joke.
Yeah, like when you got to sit in the car and like you can't like because it was making my anxiety go like through.
You know what?
You
Also,
think she about to be on the? I think I didn't know I was pregnant.
I'm telling you, scared as hell. Scared as hell. Out here not doing a damn thing.
I'm crying.
Out here.
You know, that sounds like my level of paranoia when I lost my virginity. So I told the boy I was with, my boyfriend at the time, to take the condom with him and not throw it out where we were. And later he told me that he threw it out like in the sewer or whatever. And I still flipped out on him because I'm like, that's too close. Why would you do that? And as if my parents were going to be scouring the sewer for used condoms and know that specific one belonged to me.
It's just like when you lose your keys and they be like, how you gonna lose your keys? Like they're gonna know that these are
Listen,
your keys.
my mom, I heard her say to my brother so many fucking times, not a whole house got my house key. Or not the whole house. The whole city got my house key.
How they gonna know? How they gonna know?
Like, bro, you
is the address on the key?
Address is on the key. That this say use
they going to every door. Like, they gonna figure it out,
bro.
Like you got a tag or a keychain on your keys that say if lost, report keys to this house. Like nigga, like it's not how that
they're
works.
not home between these hours.
Exactly.
Feel free.
Exactly.
I told you my story that was like that though with the Uber driver. I left my keys. My car was in the shop one time, and I went to work, but I left my keys in the backseat of an Uber when I got dropped off at work. My parents were also out of town at the time, and I was living with them. So I'm sitting here telling myself the whole day, this man has my keys and does know where I live because he picked me up from where I live. This is not paranoid. I need to like do something about this right now.
That's actually very valid.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this is not crazy, actually. Like he knows where I live. He saw. And it's actually really difficult to get lost things back from Uber.
You think it still is though?
I don't know. This was years ago. I have no idea. But so you have to contact Uber, wait for them to get back to you, tell them what the problem is, wait for them to ask the driver if they can locate the item and if they're willing to give it back to you, because the driver has to agree to like come back to you. And if the driver says no, you're just kind of SOL. So you just gotta hope for the best, basically. That's what I took from it, is that it's optional for the driver because they can't force the driver to come back.
See, and this is why I miss regular cabs, because regular cabs did have to come back.
Hold on, but regular cabs sometimes got some creepy ass motherfuckers in them. You can't track. You can't track where the fuck you at.
Yeah, and I was outside. Bruh, I was outside willy-nilly taking cabs all the time when I was a kid. When I say kid, I mean like a teenager. When I would be out like at night without my parents.
My mom used to send us to school in a cab if we missed the bus.
Yeah.
I'm like, we jump in it, like we be in the cab. I'm like, do we like if we missed the bus, we just not meant to go to school today? Nah, you're taking your ass to school.
Right.
Here's $4. Take my kids to up to this. I ain't gonna say my
I ain't
gonna say my school because security.
Motherfuckers be weird.
My last time taking one of them shits was I was still in Buffalo, actually. This was college.
Probably.
And I don't know, this had to be like maybe my first year or something like that. And the fucking dude that like was taking me back to the Greyhound station, bro, when I tell you he was so fucking creepy. Like he was so creepy, and then to the point where I'm like, yo, where the fuck is you going? Because I know where I'm at. Like you taking extra rows and shit because you talking to me. I'm like, yo, nah. So I remember calling my mom like once he dropped me off, and my mom called my aunt, and like they was calling the fucking cab company going crazy. And then after that, I started getting rides. So fucking shout out to Denzel because he was bringing me all the way fucking home. Cause, bro, I'm like, fuck that. I'm not getting back at one of the motherfuckers.
You know what you could do next time? If you have an Uber and they refuse to bring it back, rate them 1 star. See if they'll come back then.
I agree.
I just thought, I'm like, rate them 1 star and put in the comments.
They be caring about them.
I left my umbrella.
The last time I lost something in an Uber was when I was on my way to see you. I was on my way up for the year that I surprised you for your birthday.
Oh, for real?
And I had an umbrella, and I took an Uber to a train station. Where did I come from? Yeah, I came from Poughkeepsie. I took an Uber to the train station from the Airbnb in Rochester. So I actually lost. I don't remember which side I lost it on, but I was at a train station, and I remember I was like, "Damn, I had an umbrella." And that was just it. That was the end of that. That was the end of that.
Oh man, I had an umbrella.
Yeah, that was it. You remember in Buffalo? And I thought this was so crazy at the time because I was like, I mean, I still think it's a little weird, but I was like, we were like 18, 20, whatever. The taxi drivers would give you their personal cell phone numbers and be like, "Hey, call me when you need a taxi." And that was not a thing that happened in Newburgh to me anyway.
It did.
I didn't have that experience until then. So to me,
they literally would give you their number or give you their car number and ask for that car.
Yeah.
I did not.
They'd be like, you know what, mommy, take my, like, they would give you their chirp, their cell phone number. Like, just call me.
Motherfuckers still do that shit with Uber and shit on the low.
Yeah.
Call me.
Maybe they do. I don't take Uber.
That's what it is. We out here trying to function. That's it.
Nah, for real.
Last week was the first time I've taken an Uber in a minute
right now, and I don't even have Snap. But I'm like, damn, like I feel like it happened to me. I feel like it's happening to me.
What?
As people not having Snap benefits, and I ain't had Snap benefits since.
Girl, I thought you was talking about Snapchat.
No.
Me too. I still use it.
That's the only thing I thought she was talking about. I didn't think of anything else. And I was simply asking.
I was supposed to say that, but
I thought you were saying something about being old because people don't have Snapchat anymore.
Yeah.
Like, huh?
Yeah.
And that's where I got confused. And I said, "What are you talking about?" I'm sorry, I zoned out.
It's okay. I literally like feel. What sucks is I've always been mad. I've been mad about this for like 20 years now. This is crazy. Ever since I didn't qualify for food stamps. When I was in college, I didn't have a job, none of that. But it's not that I didn't qualify. It was because I didn't want to do all the steps. And
those are not the same thing.
No, for me, it's annoying because I already knew I wasn't going to qualify for a lot anyway because I live with my mom. But my mom didn't qualify to feed my adult self, even though I was only 18. But they make you go through all these steps to see how bad you want it. And I know this personally because I know social workers who told me that they do it that way to see how bad you really want it. I said, that's crazy because I need it, but I also don't have time for this shit. So I'm just going to go get a job and figure this out because that's pretty much what it is. But I ain't had SNAP benefits since I was like 17. Can you tell me why? Like all of this stuff happening to all those people is making me feel like it happened in my house. Like, damn, we ain't got food stamps. I'm like, wait, we ain't had food stamps in like 20 years. But it still feels like it's happening to me though. Like,
I get that.
And what I wouldn't get, man, if I could just have that as one less bill. That's my thing. I would love to not pay cash for everything. I mean, I feel blessed and fortunate enough that I can afford, for the most part, I can afford to feed myself.
I applied several times and I never got them, and I wasn't even living with my parents. I was just broke. And I still couldn't get them.
I got it.
And then every year when I file my taxes, it goes, "Hey, you might be qualified for SNAP benefits." And I said, "Am I? I tried."
I qualified one time. I was in my 20s. I was working at Home Depot, but they had cut hours, like 2 weeks. So they was like, "Yo, go get food, go get emergency food stamps." So I was like, "All right, whatever. I see what this is about." I went in there. I don't remember what I signed. I was just signing stuff, filling out my name.
Facts.
And next thing I know, they was like, "All right, here's you're gonna get your car in like a couple of days." There was like $72 on there. I'm like, "What? That's it?"
Mm-hmm. I know people who get
that one time
50. I know people who get 30. Yeah. I know people who, you know what I'm saying? They'll send you that little bit. Fuck it.
Make it make sense though, because we're all okay, perfect. We are all single with no kids.
Mm-hmm.
They won't help us because we're single with no kids.
Right.
We can't afford to have kids. because we're single. We're no fucking kids because we can't afford ourselves. But they say, "Oh, do you have a kid?" I'll be like, "Nah, I can't really afford." That's really responsible of you. We can't really help you though. If you have a kid, come back. What?
I'm crying.
If you have a kid, when I have a kid, I'm gonna be in the struggle deficit more. What?
Yeah, it's gonna be even fucking worse.
What?
Shit.
They're like, yeah, if you have a kid or something, come back. We can push you right through once you have a kid. And I'm like, I can't afford to have a kid. They're like, that's good. That's really good for you. Like, that's dope. Nigga, I am still broke and hungry out here. Like, what?
First of all,
what'd you say?
What an insane reason to tell someone to have a child. Hey, you're so broke that you need help buying food.
Right.
Make someone else that you're responsible for getting them food too.
Right. Make that make sense.
Right.
I can't afford me. Like, you know how people will say, like, maybe you're not ugly, you just can't afford to be.
You're just broke.
Yeah, you're just broke. You can't afford to be who you're like. For me, I'm like, I'm not ugly. I am not. I'm really not financially where I want to be. However, it's just like, how? Just make it make sense. Like, make it make sense. Like, make it make sense. Yeah. Why do I need to create more kids and not work? Like, I know people who are on assistance who are. Wait, did I freeze? Okay, sorry. I saw Dev and I was like, wait, did I freeze? But I know people who purposely cut their hours so they can keep some of the benefits they get for like Section 8 and food stamps and all that. And I'm like, it's sad that's where we got to be with it. Like,
that's the better alternative.
Right.
Because that $75 that Dev got on his card would buy him 1 carton of eggs now.
That $73 would buy him half a meal.
Hey, Dot Spot.
She said, hey, Dot Spot.
You know?
She said, period.
2 boxes of ramen.
2 boxes of ramen for $72.35. That's crazy.
Yeah. This world is crazy. This country is crazy for sure.
Out here trying to affirm groceries is wild. Like, I got to afterpay for groceries for the week. Like, what? Pay in full. You got to pay in full for dinner. Like,
that's crazy.
Wild.
It almost, depending on who you are and what you eat, it almost makes more sense just to eat out and just divide that out into meals. Right. Depending on where you eat out. Now, it's not that healthy.
How much they give you. Yeah.
Not. I remember I did a we got food at home thing for like a week, and it worked out because of the stuff I have in my freezer. But then the following week, because I used a lot of the meat I had in my freezer, it was cheaper for me to just eat lunch every day from like get a biggie bag from Wendy's for $7.
Yeah.
Get breakfast on points from Dunkin' Donuts for $6. I spent less than $20 a day and I had 2 meals already.
Right.
But if I go to the grocery store, I gotta spend $75 on 1 meal.
On one. And them commercials, man. Them commercials where they be like, feed your whole family for 19 cents a day.
I'm crying.
You was a motherfucking lie.
How?
Because they don't use seasoning. They don't buy seasoning.
They don't buy seasoning.
They don't buy seasoning. So of course they
hopes and dreams.
Listen, I'll be out here following all the food influencers, but I know they got money and a food stamp card. But like the ones I'll be watching really is the one lady who always say, all right, y'all, it's time to feed that man and them kids. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I'll be watching her shit.
That man and them kids, I'm like, yes. I ain't even got no kids, but yes, let's feed them. Let's feed that man and them kids.
Yeah, and I like her. She makes something out of nothing.
I'm telling you.
I'll be watching her shit too.
I like the other one too. She be like, all right, bye.
Yeah.
Oh, Kimmy.
Yeah. I like her too.
You're like, one son? Nope. All right, bye.
Alrighty. We're getting a little bit into our time. Dev.
Oh.
Did you know that this is our last season?
Last season, period?
Yeah. We just dropped a video announcing that today. It's not our last episode tonight.
Fair.
But in the next couple weeks.
Oh wow. I mean, life be life, and everything good must come to an end. And who's to say that it can't?
Took the thoughts right out my head. You want all the thoughts.
And who's to say that it can't come back bigger and better at a different time in everybody's lives? You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's a possibility.
It doesn't. Goodbye doesn't mean forever. Goodbye just means goodbye for now. And
Period.
you all have the ability to decide. Like y'all decided with something y'all want to do later on in life, maybe like another 5 years, and maybe bring it back at a different way. Like maybe actually everybody be together for like a specific time or whatever. You know, you never know.
Oh my God, that'd be sick.
You know that like a maybe like a one-time thing, like hey, bring the gang together and da da.
Yeah. And can you imagine popping out a couple years from now and we're actually all in the same room?
Good idea.
That would be sick.
I think
because we have not been successful the way life been like.
Bro, we've been trying to get in the same room and it ain't been happening.
Yeah.
Put it in your calendars. For 2030.
Absolutely. I think that's a good idea. I think people would tune into
Yeah,
that.
2030. June 27th.
No, y'all might be together in the same room next year.
Who?
All of y'all.
Oh.
I'll be there.
And Will. And Will.
And Will.
We can do a little impromptu episode in the corner.
Yo, oh my God, the live in the corner would be crazy.
I'm crying.
Wait, you know what's the craziest like future tense version of a show? The podcast for the 3 main characters of Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
Oh yeah, I've seen that they made a podcast.
Because they be talking like grown folks, okay? And
And
they are
good.
grown up now. They're grown, but they be talking about how they was fucking and how they was sucking dick and stuff.
I've been meaning to like watch that podcast just because like somebody said that they talking like on some this is what was going on behind the scenes.
They are,
and I'm like, bro, I low key want to watch that. Like,
they absolutely are
I'm
talking
curious.
like that. Like they're the only ones of like the celebrity behind the scenes podcast genres that I've seen that are talking like that are admitting to like sexual acts when they were kids and like stuff like that. Like I see like Christy Carlson Romano and like not Chelsea, what's her name? Annalise Vanderpool. They be doing like videos and podcasts talking about like behind the scenes stuff, and it be tea, but it don't be that kind of tea.
Right.
Like Christy Carlson Romano recently brought around a video about like that her and Shia LaBeouf don't really talk anymore, that they haven't spoken in years, and everybody was so surprised about it because they thought they were so close. Well, we're actors. You're supposed to think we're that close, but like in real life, they weren't that close, is what she was saying. And it's like, is that tea and is that juicy? Am I going to listen? Yeah, because I love that show and the nostalgia and everything, but that ain't the spicy kind of tea.
Yeah. It's different.
That ain't. Oh, Shia LaBeouf was bending me over in that bedroom. Like
that's crazy.
Actually, they were saying that he was being inappropriate. Actually, so
what's the name of that podcast?
I think it's called Ned's Declassified Podcast.
Ah, okay.
And they use like the logo, but like not exactly the same.
Yeah.
I never thought I would get into podcasts until our show.
I'm
like, I can't watch nothing longer than 10 minutes, and I'm like,
I can't. I don't really watch.
I do now.
Podcasts too much. Like,
I watch hour-long, 3-hour-long. Like it's crazy. It like especially when I'm at work, I throw on a podcast and be just getting.
I like can't decide if I would be into it because I just haven't given it much of a chance. Like other podcasts, too much, and I've always wanted to watch an episode of a podcast of a person that's just by themselves because I'm like, do y'all just sit there and just talk to yourself?
But you know what that reminds me of though? That reminds me of them fucking YouTube people that motherfuckers used to watch back in the day who was doing the same shit. And they just sit here in front, it's one person in front of the camera and they're holding your attention and they telling you about whatever the fuck they got going on.
Right. See, when I think about that, I wonder how Kai Cenat got so famous because I didn't know him until he was already famous.
Right.
And to me, by that point, he was already famous enough that he was bringing celebrities onto his show.
Right.
And that's how I know him. And I really don't watch him too much when he's by himself because I'm just like, all right, like, what are we doing here? And I'm like, what was he doing
beforehand
by himself before he had celebrities? And
wasn't
shit
he playing
that
a
got
game?
him?
Like he was a gamer, wasn't he?
I know he was a gamer, but I'm like, what separated him from all the hundreds
Maybe
of thousands of other
fucking
gamers
nice.
on Twitch? Like to me, I watch him because he's got celebrities that I like on there, and like now I watch like the Clover Boys and like the other
also,
that he put on.
I think he kind of came about and I could be wrong, but I'm gonna assume during COVID when everybody was inside doing nothing anyway.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of him back then, but
I think that could have been
but
that
to
could
me, every time I watch him like solo, he's either sometimes I see him be gaming, but I don't really watch gamers for too long if they're playing a game that I don't already know how to play. Or he'll be reacting to stuff about him and other AMP members on Reddit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what were you doing before there was stuff about you on Reddit?
So apparently he started doing YouTube content in 2018.
Okay.
And then he started Twitch in 2021.
Oh, so
he gained popularity from YouTube.
Yeah,
and then transitioned to Twitch 3 years later.
That makes sense.
What was he doing on YouTube?
Probably was a vlogger.
Stupid
That's
videos,
what DDG
like,
was. Shit.
Like Spoken Reasons and Hot Damn I Rock and shit.
Yeah, like he probably was just.
Yeah, but you mentioned and that's what DDG was. I didn't know about who DDG was.
I didn't know DDG.
Yeah, but he was a YouTube. It's a lot of like motherfuckers that was YouTube stars first. Like even and Queen Naija, she was a YouTube star first.
That makes more sense to me because I don't sit around watching YouTube. Like even when I was with my ex and he would always do watching YouTube and stuff he would be watching would be somewhat interesting to me. But to me, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't go on YouTube and just like scroll to a certain page and watch stuff. I don't know. Like I don't know.
I've been doing that for a long time. Like a long time.
I feel like I'm on YouTube more now because of the podcast, but I used to just scroll and whatever they suggested, if something caught my attention, I clicked that and then they suggest something else.
And honestly, I feel like me watching people on YouTube started off with How Damn I Rock.
Me too.
Like Kane really, he had that was the first person that I was like subscribed to where I'm like paying attention to his videos and shit.
Right.
Like, that's my boy. Like the fuck. So
for me,
that's kind of where that shit spiraled.
I go on YouTube if I'm looking for something specific. I watch that specific thing and then I leave.
Same.
I'll go on there if I'm looking for hair videos, makeup videos,
Me
how to
too.
chop an onion diced the way, and like
I do that for TikTok.
Specific something, and then I leave. Like I don't know. I can't. I have a hard
I'm
time
like that on TikTok. I feel like when other people talk about the TikTok rabbit hole, I'm like, I don't really get caught in that. I'm on TikTok for something. And then after I find that thing, I'm off. Like,
see, that's where I'm the opposite. You won't find me in a YouTube rabbit hole, but you'll find me in a TikTok rabbit hole.
Well, YouTube isn't more like for me, it's like less of a rabbit hole as it is. If I find that I'm subscribed to a bunch of stuff. So I have one podcast, it's like a morning show, and he does it for 3 hours every morning from 10 to 1. And I'm like, this is great. That's almost half my shift gone right there with this one talk show. I love it. And it makes me feel like, I don't know, it makes me feel like I'm listening to a radio show. So the 3 hours goes by fast too. And I'm like, damn, I didn't even think I could pay attention for that long.
And that's why I like listening to podcasts like when I'm on road trips because they're just talking and I'm just listening and driving. You know, it's not that bad.
You know why I think that I didn't and haven't given podcasts a chance, and I think Nisi just triggered this memory right now, is because when I'm driving somewhere, I most likely need the GPS because I don't know where I'm going. Hey, friend.
Oh, we got a celebrity with us.
It's Shy the Realist.
Shy the Realist.
Anyway, so I need to play my music because I need the GPS and they come out of the same speaker. If in the rare instance I know where I'm going, I'll play the radio. But I can't be on a station where they're doing just the talking, the morning radio show talk. I need music to be playing. And I think this is why I think that I wouldn't like podcasts because I don't want to just hear people back and forth talking for too long.
What's crazy is when I'm listening to the radio, it pisses me off when they stop it to play music. I know I'm listening to the radio for music, but like if I'm listening to not the Breakfast Club, but like Ebro in the morning, I'm enjoying what they're talking about, and they're stopping the conversation to play a song that I don't care nothing about. Like I don't care about none of this YN music, nothing that you're playing. I don't care about it. I want to hear what y'all are talking about is more interesting and
you know what?
Engaging.
Daniel, I would say though, like maybe if you want to see if you like them, watch the ones that you can watch instead of like the people sitting and interacting instead of like listening to them like just
I definitely do think I'd be more visual than just audio, but Nisi also just triggered another memory. Is that like I think it also definitely has to do with am I interested in what they're talking about? Because like I will sit and listen to the Breakfast Club. or like, you know what I'm saying? Or people that are talking about things that I'm interested in. If you're talking back and forth about something that I find interesting, like there was a thing they used to do on K104, and it was like people would send in like their stories or their advice that they need or whatever.
Yeah.
And they would read through that and talk about it and give their opinion. And to me, most of the time, those would be interesting, and I will listen to those.
Well, that's just that just comes with like the genre of the podcast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I need to find something that I'm interested in enough to listen to people talk about.
Right. Like I like the Tonight's Conversation. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, me too.
I want to go to the show so badly.
I'm like torn on that because of all that controversy that
with
happened.
Trip. Yeah,
not even with Trip, with Keita and Ace.
Oh
and
yeah, Keita too.
This is true.
Now I was tuning into all of her. Am I the asshole?
I
like
was too.
Something about being a crash out. She left the country after that shit. I was like, whoa.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she did. She left the country. She moved to like Dubai or some shit. Like she left the country. But yeah, for me, it definitely started there. Is finding a podcast person's voice that you like. Like I know that I like podcasts just to kill time at work, but I can't stand interview podcasts. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, one of my favorites is Keep It Positive, Sweetie, with Crystal Renee Hazlett. And she's on the show Zatima Sisters, all that. And I love how she talks. But then I'm like, I find myself tuning in and out because she does interviews. And I'm like, I don't really care about what. I like y'all conversation.
You don't care about Q&A, right?
I don't care about Q&A at all.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
But I do like legacy talk interviews though. With Lena Waithe, oh my God. She interviews all the legends in Black media, like just all the legends. Those are good. But I'm like, I can't listen to like a lot of regular interviews. So what do you have upcoming? No, like I want to hear the history and I want to hear the conversation. But
all right, we're gonna have to start wrapping this up there because we're a little bit over our time.
All right. It's been fun. It's been real. If y'all haven't already caught our announcement, go on our social media, go listen to it.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure to be a guest in your show once again. I appreciate the invite.
Thank you for being here, bro.
Joining us.
Absolutely. I'm kind
I
of
will
sad.
see you on Thursday. Because why? Because why am I gonna see you on Thursday? Because somebody doesn't care about us. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Good night.